Alright, I'm going to share my favorite chocolate and ice cream. Super easy to make and healthy. Alright, so I like freezing my bananas at least 24 hours prior to making ice cream. And I'm going to be using this little ice tray, and it's just going to make them like bite size. So I'm going to be using the cacao. You can use cocoa powder, peanut butter powder, anything you want. You can use fruit as well. So I like to break these apart before freezing. It makes it easier, and it's easier on the blender, and also it equals out to 5 bananas. I know it looks like a lot more, but I break them down into about 4 pieces, depending on the size of the banana. So I'm using 2/4 cups of cashew milk. You can use any one of your favorite vegan milks. And I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of cacao powder. Now I also have done a blend where I've made peanut butter and chocolate mixed together. It tastes so good. But I find that if you add a little bit more than the serving, it really takes out that banana taste. So you really feels like you're eating chocolate ice cream. So I'm using the Vitamix, and I'm using the tamper, which is helping to break it down. If you don't have a high-speed blender, you can use a processor. It works the same. And even if you didn't have a processor and wanted to use your blender, just start with a smaller quantity of bananas and just kind of work it through as you go along. All right, so it's really thick. If you want it to be a little bit more, not as thick, a little bit more creamier, I guess, you can just add in just a little bit more of the milk. And it's really up to each individual how they like it. But to me, this is just the perfect texture. And as you can see, it's not falling off the spoon. So I'm going to put these into the ice cube tray. And this tray has a little non-stick back or bottom side to it, so it'll make it easier once it's frozen to just pop them out. I like the smaller sizes. If I need a little sweet pick-me-up during the day, I can pop 1 or 2 of these out, and I just feel like I've had like a little bit of a little candy bar. So yeah, it does take a little time to make sure to get them in there without wasting any. So you can use a regular ice tray. Okay, so now once you're done, you can put wax paper and just try to make sure that you seal it very tightly around the edges so that it doesn't get any frost in there, or you can use a container that has a lid. So I'm going to put the rest, what's left over, into the other container, and it's probably about a quart-size container. And so I'm just going to put the remaining of the ice cream that way. And the next day, 2 or 3, I can just scoop out whenever I want ice cream. And it's ready to go, makes it easy whenever you get a craving or you just want a little something after dinner and have a nice ice cream dessert. Makes it easy to have it already done in advance. So I find that when I can make these things, or make the time to make these things in advance, it always helps with last minute food if you're out all day, or cravings. It just kind of helps to have all right, I've got something ready. I can just open the fridge, the freezer, and boom, it's there. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear what your favorite flavors are, or what flavors you'd like to see me make. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day.